Welcome, race fans. Tonight, Roaring Thunder Racing League takes to the Bull Ring. Everybody kind of dreaded this track, but yet they loved having it on board. One of the shortest tracks that we do run out here, only 3/8 of a mile around this track. So it's going to be exciting racing here tonight with the K&N cars, and they're going to be doing 200 laps. Now, they only have one quick fix in the works here tonight, and a 14 incident limit, so they're going to have to keep it clean and off the wall to make sure they don't get that incident limit. So thank you all for joining us here. We've got 6 minutes left in practice, and we'll be off to qualifying. All right, 2 minutes left in practice, folks. We'll be on to qualifying. Thank you again for joining us here tonight. We appreciate it. And we'll be back here tomorrow night with another broadcast on MaxSpeedTV. But later on tonight, you can also catch more coverage. Be covered here on MaxSpeedTV. You can catch it right here on the channel. Actually, probably be live before this race is concluded. We'll be live with another race. Charles will be covering a dirt race. So, all right, folks, we're just about to step away here and play the national anthem. We'll be right back after that, so don't go anywhere.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, folks, we are back, and qualifying is underway. We've got quite a few turned qualifying time here. We've only got 13 drivers in here, but nonetheless, this should be some pretty good racing. Oh, Kevin Cornelius. I haven't seen him in forever. Wow. Cool. little under 2 minutes left here of qualifying, and we're going to get them lined up on the grid, folks. We'll get them accounted for you. Like I said, short field here tonight, 13 drivers. There might have been some drivers that didn't have the car. Don't really know. Usually they have 15, 16, 17 drivers in here, so we're only missing maybe 3 or 4. All right, that's just going to about wrap up qualifying, folks. Looks like we've got 10 qualifiers. 3 guys did not take a qualifying time. Alex Peck, Jim Whaley, and Kevin Cornelius. Alright, that does it for qualifying. Alright, starting on the pole, Jeremy Horn with a 14.166 second. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Josh Medlock starting on the outside. Wow, what a lap by Josh. Caleb Thompson in 3rd, Noah Lewis 4th, Joshua Jones 5th, Mark Koshik in 6th place, Charles Smith starting 7th, Josh Tellez, that's how it's spelled, Josh, I guess. Josh is in 8th place, Jeff Dotson 9th, Aaron Cummings, the last one to take a qualifying time, starting 10th, Jim Whaley 11th, Art Peck 12th, and Kevin Cornelius 13th. Alright, a couple of laps around here to get them started. You make 2 pace laps around the field here before they do get the green. Pace car is in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green. We're off and going. 200 laps. Jeremy not wasting any time to get out there in front. Caleb Thompson. Right up with him, Medlock. Running the iBog car tonight. Battling side by side there with Joshua Jones. He looks like he's going to get the run, though. Joshua Jones trying to come back on the inside. I don't know how that's going to hold up yet, because usually the outside's a little quicker. So Medlock will hold on to 3rd position. Mark Koshik now battling with Noah Lewis. Lewis get by. Charles Smith. And Josh Tellez and Jeff Dotson side by side. Warren didn't take no time at all to go to the back of the field. Wow. Jim Whaley in 11th. Picking up a couple of positions there, just past Kevin Cornelius. Jeremy Horn about a half a lap ahead of those guys.
Caution somewhere, caution.
Oh, we have a caution. Let's go see if we can find out where it's at. Well, looks like it may have been Josh Medlock going around. Let's see what happened. First caution of the night. Might have been self-inflicted here. Seemed to have been hooked up very well early. And yeah, the car just goes around on him. Very hard to control these cars. He is going to get into the outside wall. Pretty heavy damage on the car and a lot of smoke coming from it. So that'll be a reset, no doubt. So he's waiting to come to pit road here. He'll get a fresh car. But shame to use a reset this early in the race. It looks like the leader's bringing them all to pit road. Everybody coming in. Long ways down around the corner there to pit road. They finally make it to their pit stalls. That dreaded 35 miles an hour down pit road. Mark Koshik will take over the lead. A few of them did stay out, 5 of them. Josh Tellez, Jeff Dodson, Art Peck, and Aaron Cummings stayed out. All right, they are off of pit road. Well, let's get up here to the leader. There probably won't be much time here to do interviews tonight, folks. It's a short track like this is very, very difficult. You see the lights are already off on the pace car and we're ready to go back green. So by the time we review the wreck and they go to pit road, they're back to green. Here we go. Mark Koshik.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there they go, green, green, green. Wow, fighting way down on that low side. Jeff Dodson looking to try to get around Jeremy Horn. Horn bumping into him. Oh, he's going to go around. No caution on it?
Somewhere, caution.
I was going to say, holy smokes. Well, we got a bunch of them back there. But let's go back and review this here and see what happened there with Jeremy Horn. Got into the back of somebody. Sure, that might have been Jeff Dodson he got into. No. Oh, he just got right into the back of Mark Koshik. Yep, that's what happened. Oh, and it was on from there. Boy, a bunch of people got caught up into that one. So thank you very much, Jeremy. All right, so Josh Tellez takes over the lead, but Mark Koshik now is going to have damage on the back of his car, and a lot of them out here are going to have a little damage. I'm surprised Jeremy didn't come to pit road to get that car looked at. He's going to have some pretty heavy damage. Noah Lewis on pit road. I know there was quite a few of them. Yeah, these coming down. These guys are coming down to see what kind of damage they got. Josh Medlock will stay out. And Aaron Cummings is going to come to pit road. So a few guys taken to pit road. they're already lining back up here, ready to get the green again. Looks like Josh has decided to start on the outside of the front row, which is probably a good move. Pace car's in already. We got cars that are still trying to get off of pit road or something there. Wow. That's weird. Never seen anything like that.
Green.
And we're back under green. Dotson trying to take the lead. Running down on that low side, trying to dive bomb in here. He is gonna, I think he's gonna lead this lap. Manny, nope. Close, but no cigar. Art Peck coming from the back of the field. Whoa, stacking them up. Kevin Cornelius got into the back of Art Peck. Jeff Dodson, what the heck is he doing? Clear down there on the bottom. Wow. He's like riding the apron. That's weird. That's really weird. Well, he's going to the back of the field. In the meantime, Josh Tella, Charles Smith now goes into second. Got Jim Whaley on his tail. Art Peck goes back to 6th place. Caleb Thompson gets by on the inside. And it doesn't look like Caleb is done yet. Get the lap car of, let's see, no, that's Mark Koshik getting by. Okay, there goes Jeremy Horn. I wonder where he went. Medlock to the inside. Boy, Art Peck, he could not get down into the race groove. And that's what happens when you can't get down into that race groove, folks. You just go backwards. You kind of need that bottom there in the turns where you can kind of go up to the high side. But if you leave that bottom open and somebody gets their nose in there, it's over. Horn and Charles Smith going at it. Jeremy Horn's going to get by on the inside. Little contact there. Little bump. Medlock getting by on the inside. And Charles Smith drives right back around on the outside. And so does Art Peck. Jeff Dotson, he went back to 10th. Josh Jones in 11th. And Aaron Cummings 12th. Noah Lewis is back out on the track, but he is 5 laps down now, folks. 1.1 second lead by Josh Tellez. Whaley's starting to close that gap. He's down to 3/4 of a second. You're going to click these laps off pretty quick here. Aaron Cummings just went around. No caution. He'll get it going again. Do have that giant infield there on the backstretch if they can spin out in, and it does not bring the caution out. So Tellez going around Jeff Dotson, putting him a lap down, and Jim Whaley still trying to reel in Josh Tellez. And he's keeping the pressure on Joshua, I'll tell you that. Wait for Joshua to make a mistake coming out of one of the turns or something, but I don't know. He may have him right here. He's got to run on the inside. I think he's going to have him here when he gets into, yeah, there he goes. And he does clear him. Jim Whaley to the lead. Starting 11th. Didn't take long. He got right up there to the front after 40 laps. Not bad. Another Subi car. Caleb Thompson now in third. Mark Koshik fourth. Jeremy Horn with damage on his car has worked his way back up to fifth place. He's got that gigantic donut on the side of the car. Definitely has had some serious contact with somebody. Got that big tire rub donut. Charles Smith in seventh, riding right behind Kevin Cornelius. Josh Medlock in eighth. Art Peck, last one on the lead lap. About a half a lap ahead of the leader right now. He's going to want to stay ahead of the leader at all costs.
Caution somewhere.
And we have a caution. Uh-oh. Looks like Charles Smith and Kevin Cornelius. Let's go see what happened. Not sure, but I think maybe Kevin Cornelius might have got loose. Yes, he did. He got really loose right there in the corner. Looked like he almost had it saved, though. Or he did have it saved. But the car steps back around on him again right here, right in front of Charles Smith. And Charles just had nowhere to go, and he just T-bones him. Jeff Dotson going to get a piece of that. Or, I'm sorry, Josh Medlock going to get a piece of that. Might not be that bad, though. These cars are well, they're pretty resilient. They do take damage, but they can take a pretty good hit before they do get serious damage. So they are all coming to pit road. Jim Whaley bringing them in. Looks like everybody's on pit road. Looks like Joshua Jones coming in. That's going to give Joshua Tellez the lead. He beat Jim Whaley off of pit road. Had like a 1 second quicker pit stop. Wow. Must not took like a full load of fuel or something there. I'm not sure. They give you a eye in the sky view of how small this track is. There it is. 3/8 of a mile, folks. Not very big. All right, lights are out. They're doubling up. And there goes the pace car in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green. Wow, he kind of jumped the start there a little bit, but either that or Whaley did not go. And that could be trouble because Mark Koshik now is on the inside of Jim Whaley. Ooh, contact going into the corner. Charles Smith setting in fourth. Art Peck makes it to fifth place, but on the outside is Josh Medlock. He's been getting some really good runs on that outside in this race. He's going to hold off Art Peck for the time being on that outside. Jeremy Horn kind of boxed in there, no place to go, trying to make a pass on the inside, but Art Peck is there using that piece of real estate. Art does get around Josh Medlock, and now Jeremy Horn trying to get around Medlock, and he's going to do it. Wow, once you open that door up, man, they all step in there. Caleb Thompson gets by, and here comes the number 17, which is Kevin Cornelius. He is 4 laps down, but he will get by Medlock as well. Last one on the lead lap, Aaron Cummings, the Western Auto car. You get down here a little closer. Kind of one of my favorite Darrell Waltrip paint schemes right there. Nice looking car. Koshik now less than a half a second from Joshua Tellez. So far, Tellez has led the most laps with 38. All the cars are still in the race. And we have 11 on the lead lap out of 13 in the race. Jeff Dodson just went to the back of the field, getting passed up by Aaron Cummings. Koshik now within 0.3 of a second there from the lead. And he may be trying to get that lead away from Tellez. Well, he was up there and led 8 laps earlier. He's got a taste of what it was like out there in front. He wants to be back out front again. He's trying to get a good run here on Koshik. Koshik keeps slamming that door on him though.
Caution somewhere, caution.
And we have another caution. Let's go see where it's at. Kevin Cornelius out of shape again, sideways on the track. He gets it back going again. Just got loose out of the corner. And I'm sure they'll probably all come to pit road again as the pace car comes out and picks them up. Charles Smith coming in. Everybody else stayed out, looks like. I don't know if the pit was open or not. Hard to tell. Well, looks like they're all coming in now. I don't know. Charles Smith come in early. Oh, some fakers there. Guys faking them out. Jeremy Horn's not going to fake it out, though. He's going to come to pit road. Nope, I want some fresh tires, and maybe you have a couple seconds to get a little more damage fixed up on that car under caution. Looks like we're getting ready to go back green here, folks. They are double back up. Pace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green. Whaley now's got the inside line there on Koshik. If he can hold him off here, he may be able to do it on those new tires. Koshik fighting back on the outside. Wow, way up the hill he went. Joshua Jones now got his nose in there. And I think Caleb Thompson is going to probably follow right along with him. He did. Koshik quickly goes right back to 5th place. Caleb Thompson gets around. Joshua Jones goes into 3rd. Josh back to 4th. Medlock, 6th place. Solid run for Josh today in the MaxSpeedTV iBog car. Jeremy Horn on the inside of Jeff Dotson, and that would be for 7th place if he can clear him. Jeff's trying to fight back, but he's not strong enough to do it. And Kevin Cornelius has retired for the night. He is done. Charles Smith, 8th. Art Peck, 9th. Jeff Dotson, he kind of backed out of that battle up there, and he goes back to 10th. Last one on the lead lap, Aaron Cummings in 11th. Wow, look at this. Whaley putting the pressure on. Whaley is going to probably have him here coming out of the corner, and he does. He gets right on by. So Whaley back to the lead. And being he was up there, Caleb Thompson follows right around with him. Josh can't get back down. Now Josh Jones goes by. Wow. A quick way to lose 3 spots, easy. Koshik now 2.4 seconds back, but Jeremy Horn getting by Joshua Tellez, and he goes back into 5th place. Joshua Tellez in 6th. So he went right out there and burned his tires up. Now he's driving on old tires that are just cooked and unable to keep up with these guys. Got to be a very, very important thing is to not burn them tires up. Charles Smith, 7th place. And looking at it here, Aaron Cummings is not that far from going a lap down. Whaley is about a half a straightaway behind him. It's closing that gap up pretty quick. Hey Renee, how you doing? Caleb Thompson is, boy, he has not led today, but he sure would like to get that lead away from Jim Whaley. He's right there. And Jeff Dotson just went a lap down. That means Aaron Cummings is just ahead of the leaders. He'll be going a lap down here just in a minute. He's not going to fight too awful hard with the leader. Whaley comes up on the back of him. Aaron stays high. Whaley gets by on the inside. And Aaron goes a lap down. Well, Caleb Thompson, I was looking at Renee's name there. Caleb Thompson, he is going to try around the outside of Whaley. I don't know. The outside seemed to be working pretty good, maybe on some new tires. I'm not sure about the old tires. How much these guys have superheated these tires. But we are coming up on the halfway mark here, folks. Josh Jones sitting there only a second behind, watching all this. Right along here with Josh for a minute. And Caleb Thompson keeping the pressure on Jim Whaley. Jeremy Horn now goes into fourth place, getting around Mark Koshik. He's had kind of an up and down night here tonight. He was up there in the front, went to the back, up in the front, went to the back. He's led 10 laps tonight. Did get involved in one of the wrecks at the beginning of the race, so he does have damage on the car. I don't know how much he's been able to get fixed up under caution, but hopefully he can get some more fixed up. With these cautions, those short track like this, you don't have a whole lot of time on pit road. All right, Medlock, next one to go lap down, only 11 seconds behind the leader. That puts him only about 3 seconds ahead of the leader. Caleb Thompson right there on the back of Jim Whaley. The pretty interesting driving line that he's got right there. Kind of a little different in 3 and 4 than they are in 1 and 2, with that big D-shaped oval. Well, it's not big. It's kind of actually a small D shape. backstretch is more rounded. If we could take a look at it from the air, you can see the backstretch is a little more rounded than the front stretch, which is kind of the opposite of a lot of D-shaped ovals that we do cover. Usually the front stretch is that big D shape like that. And here comes Jeremy Horn to the inside. He's going to go for third, getting that away from Joshua Jones. And now he's putting pressure on Caleb Thompson. Driving the wheels off of that thing right now. Oh, get him, Jeremy. Joshua Jones back to fourth. Mark Koshik now in fifth place. Him and Charles Smith having a battle of their own, like a race within a race. That would be for fifth and sixth. Calais goes back to seventh. He has led the most laps here tonight with 58, but that may come to an end if Whaley can stay out there for about another 13 laps. He will take over the points for the most laps led. Oh, contact!
Caution somewhere, caution.
Caleb Thompson and looks like Jeremy Horn got together. Let's go back and take a look at this. We find a good view here. Kind of like a little bit on the high side here of that view, but let me give me a second here. I'll get a little better shot of this. There we go. Okay, now let's see what happens. Jeremy Horn's right behind him. Jeremy looks to the inside here. May have been some lap traffic that was... Wow, he just drove into the side of Caleb. Well, that's one way to get second. Just take second place out. All right. Good job. All right. Whaley coming to pit road. Horn's going to be first off of pit road, but he'll be, and Medlock is coming to pit road. Okay, he's giving up that lead. So Jeremy Horn beating Jim Whaley off of pit road by, holy smokes, a second and a half. Good night. Nine cars on the lead lap. Medlock just barely making it off pit road here. He will be the last one on the lead lap. Aaron Cummings, first one to lap down. He's going to get the wave by here. Him and the number 98 of Noah Lewis. I think he's still going to be one lap down though. All right, pace car's in. The field ain't even caught up with them yet.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green. Whaley on the outside of Jeremy Horn. Now he takes a peek on the inside. May have to just wait till Jeremy gets out there and burns them tires up a little bit. Josh Jones back in 4th. Koshik in 5th. Those two in a pretty good battle here. But you can't get much better short track racing than this right here, folks. This is pretty awesome. I do kind of like this track. I know it's a really, really short track, but it is a lot of fun, you know, so something to kind of think about sometime if you ever want to run a good short track. Try the bull ring out. Ooh, contact there. I think a little bump there by Caleb Thompson. Different braking points, different throttle points will do it. Whaley kind of taking it a little bit easy right now. He's just waiting for Jeremy Horn to burn up his tires. Still got Josh Tellez is back in 6th, still holding on to the most laps led with 58. Hasn't been able to get back up to the front. Josh Medlock 7th. Him and Art Peck having a good battle. Charles Smith, the last one on the lead lap in 9th. Whaley catching up to Horn. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. Whaley, he was patient right there. Said you just go right on ahead because you're going to get out there and burn them tires up, and I'll just reel you in and pass you up here in a little bit. Whaley's pretty much a veteran here, and you know he has ran a lot of these cars on a lot of short tracks, and he knows how to save tires and get around these short tracks. And there he just made the pass on Jeremy Horn, where he takes the lead. All right. 9 more laps and he'll take over the most laps led. Coming up on the back of Aaron Cummings. Aaron, first car lap down, is going to get re-lapped. He never did get caught up to the back of the field. By the time they do the wave-bys there, it's kind of hard to get caught up that quick. Caleb Thompson right behind Jeremy Horn. That might be some contact there between them two. He might say, "Hey, remember me? The guy you drove into? Yeah, that's me." Nah, these guys ain't like that. Just one of them weird things that happen, that's all. Well, he's putting the pressure on Jeremy Horn now. Wow, nice looking pass there on Jeremy Horn. He's getting some pretty good runs off of that bottom. He's going to clear him. Caleb Thompson back into 2nd. And here comes Josh Jones. Horn's taking a look to the inside, but he just cannot find the grip in them tires right now. Koshik in 5th. Front 5 here pretty tight, all within about 1.8 seconds. Whaley starting to stretch that lead out just a little bit, almost a full second back to 2nd place. Horn in 3rd. All right, coming up to the 3/4 mark here, folks. Almost 3/4 of the way through the race here, and just about another 4 or 5 laps. And Whaley does take over the most laps led at 62 under his belt now, beating Joshua Tellez. He had 58. Looking back from the leader, Jim Whaley, to second place, Caleb Thompson. It's only 9/10 of a second, but it looks like a long ways back there. Is that about 5-6 car lengths? 4 or 5 car lengths, I guess. And he's coming up on lap traffic now. It is the number 98 there of Noah Lewis. Noah now up to 10th. Looks like Aaron Cummings is on pit road. Not sure what's going on with him. Jeff Dodson in 11th. Wow, there was a hard hit into the wall there. Just trying to keep that car straight. Looks like he's having some issues with it right now. I'm right on board with him here for a minute. Yeah, his tires are completely gone. He's turning that wheel a long ways to the left just to make a left turn. If you look at these leaders, watch these leaders. They're not turning it near as far. Jim Whaley coming up on Jeff Dodson now. Even Jim, he's not turning it much. Not even about a quarter of the way. He's not even turning it there. He did a little bit. But if you ride along with Jeff, he's turning it past a quarter way. Yeah, he's a little past a quarter way, so he's his tires are pretty much cooked up right now. Caleb Thompson closed that gap up on Jim Whaley. He's within a half a second. Jeremy Horn sitting there just another half a second back. I'm not sure if they're going to, I think they're going to have to pit one more time. I'm not really positive on that, but gosh, I would want new tires on that for a run at the end, but we might see a caution again. I don't know. Art Peck, last one on the lead lap, now 11.7 seconds behind the leader. Art just not having the run here today I think he was hoping for. Hey, Caleb is being awful smooth. His driving is very smooth. Whaley leading 78 laps. Having a good run here. 80 laps led, and we've got about 35 to go here, folks. 35 to go. Laps are winding down pretty quick now. It doesn't look like they're going to make a pit stop. Koshik in 5th. Long ways back to Joshua Tellez. Tellez got company here. Charles Smith could use a little bit of that lap traffic to maybe get by Tellez. Well, he closes right up on the back of him. He's definitely driving it a little deeper into the corner there than Tellez. Coming up on Noah Lewis, another lap car. Let's see how Tellez gets around Noah Lewis. If he can. Noah's being pretty strong up there right now. He's into the top 10. But back up front, Caleb Thompson. Running in second place, just 0.6 of a second from Jim Whaley, our leader. Jim leading 88 laps right now. This thing is going to probably go green the rest of the way, folks. That's what it's looking like so far. I could be wrong on that. We may see a late caution. But we've had 5 cautions here. Not bad. Pretty good race for 200 lapper here at the bull ring. Jeremy Horn kind of fading a little here off of Caleb Thompson. And Caleb is actually closing the gap on Jim Whaley right now. He's within a half a second. He is within striking distance of taking that lead away from Caleb, or from Jim Whaley, excuse me, and stealing this win. Wow, that would be a total upset right there after Whaley went out here and led this many laps and get that win stolen away from him like that. Wow. That'd be a total upset. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. We got, 19 to go. Jim Whaley's still looking very strong out there. They're coming up on Josh Medlock to put him a lap down. He's not going to fight with them too hard because they are the leaders. He doesn't want to impede on any progress there between those two. It's going to come down to those two finishing 1-2. Jeremy Horn coming up on him now.
Caution somewhere.
Oh, there's a caution. Noah Lewis stopped on the track. That'll do it. Wow. All right, well, back up here live. They probably will come to pit road. I'm going to say they probably will. I think everybody's going to want new tires. Been out here for a long green flag run here. I would say definitely you wanted to come in and get some new tires on that car. That would definitely be a plus. And make this a race to the end. Now, Jim hasn't had that good of pit stops today. Jeremy Horn's been the one that's been really good with the pit stops. Him and Caleb Thompson. So let's see if they do come to pit road here. If they do, doesn't look like they are. Doesn't look like they are. They don't want to give up any track position, maybe? No, here they go. Here he comes. They're coming in. I think that's a very, very wise choice right there by all these guys to come to pit road. Yes, sir. They'll just have a short stint to the end here to get this over with. Now, if we can have some good, clean pit stops here, let's see how it goes. Some guys just now using the reset. Look like Jeremy Horn just used his reset. And Jim Whaley's going to get out first, folks. Wow. And Horn with a horrible pit stop that time. He's going to come out clear back in 7th place. Holy smokes. Well, Josh Medlock was the guy that stayed out. Hey, Noah.
Hey, what's up, Rudy?
Oh, not much. What happened out there?
Well, I'm on, I haven't pitted for tires since I took the wave around so long ago. So, I just entered the corner and messed it up. And then the wall sucked in from there. I went up the track, got in the brakes, and the wall sucked in from there.
Yeah, I seen that. It looked like you just kind of got stuck in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Well, boy, I'll tell you what, this has been some pretty good racing out here. The cars are hooked up very well. These guys are doing a tremendous job on racing here. We're about to go back green, though, here. Mark Koshik starting on the outside of Jim Whaley. Pace car is in. Let's see what these guys have got for Whaley. He's just been...
Green.
There they go, back to green. He has just been on it here today. He's just been flawless.
Yeah, he definitely has. Last person I wanted to see in my rearview mirror every time he got close.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, Koshik giving him a hard time, but it does look like he is going to clear Koshik. No, Koshik comes back a little. Oh, he had to lift in the corner there.
Yes, he did. Re-widened to turn.
Oh, Jeremy Horn going around the outside of a bunch of them here, and he's going to come out on top of that ordeal. Wow, you talk about threading the needle.
Yeah, usually that doesn't tend to work here, but somehow they made it stick.
And Caleb Thompson now to the inside of Mark Koshik,
Oh.
coming 8 to go.
Got a little bit of carnage in the back with the 24. They kept it going.
Jeremy Jones now in 5th. He would love to pick up that one more position, but boy, Jeremy Horn got by him like he was shot out of a cannon.
And there goes Jeremy Horn on Gomez.
Yep, he's a... Wow, can that guy drive or what, huh?
Yeah, Jeremy, he, between him and Robert Barris, they're usually the class of the field, but Jim Whaley's got these short tracks figured out, that's for sure.
Well, I gotta kind of stick up for Whaley because he is, you know, I've seen him on a lot of short track racing, and he has done a tremendous job here today just to show his skills. And man, I'm telling you, keeping guys like Caleb Thompson and Jeremy Horn back behind you, man, he has done a great job.
Oh yeah, and he started last time I had a good lead.
I know, isn't that something? Started 11th, and it took him 41 laps to get to the lead. But he's patient, you know. He's kept that car clean all night. He's patient and only passed when he absolutely could. Not like, you know, took an extra chance to get in there. Caleb Thompson tried something on the outside. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Coming to get the white flag this time. Caleb keeps trying. He's got to keep trying. Oh, and he, whoa!
Oh, he saved it.
What the?
Here comes Caleb.
You're kidding me.
Oh, he's in the water.
No way. Jeremy Horn's going to go on by. No way. They're going to go 3 wide. Oh, my God. Who's going to come out with a win? And it's going to be Jim Whaley. Holy. Yeah.
Holy cow. What a finish.
Wow. That was a wild finish right there.
Checker flag.
The congrats goes to our winner here, Jim Whaley.
I can tell you, Jeremy Horn wasn't expecting to battle for the win.
No, sir. He wasn't. Let's get the official results here just to make sure. Yeah, Whaley, Caleb Thompson, and Jeremy Horn. All right, so let's get, I guess we'll start out. We'll go backwards here. Let me get with Jeremy Horn down here. Jeremy Horn, you got a copy.
10-4, I got you, Rudy.
Wow, what a finish right there at the end, brother. You tried to get around that outside, almost had it, but the wall kind of got in the way there a little. You should have knocked that wall out of there, then it would have gave you a little more room. But, man, tell us about that finish. Did you even expect to be up there with them guys like that?
You know, I had some good practice times and everything, and I thought everything was going to be good tonight with the good pole time I set. And then, you know, I had that spin there earlier in contact, and it just took forever and forever to get back up there and get back up there. And I never thought I was going to be up there, you know, that close fighting for those guys. And it was one heck of a finish.
Man, I'll tell you, well, you saved that reset all the way to the very end. We've seen you use it on that last pit stop. And it, you know, you come out there with a new car. Was it any better than the car you were using before? Because you seemed to be pretty fast.
Yeah, after I got that damage early on, I was so tight, and you know, you just can't really fix cars here at the Bull Ring unless you go a lap down or unless you pit multiple times. And the caution just they weren't very long tonight, so it wasn't conducive for getting that damage fixed. And I think I had a minute and 50 seconds worth of damage after that first one, and I still had like 45 seconds left, and I was like, man, I better use this fast repair to get it going. And she took off there at the end.
I'll tell you what, that was a fantastic race. Some long green flag runs in there. We've seen you get out front a couple of times, and it seemed like it didn't take long for Whaley to catch up to you. Did you get out there and maybe push it just a little too hard, burn them tires up?
No, I normally do a good job of conserving tires, but before I took the reset, it was just so tight. I had to back the corner up so much to make anything happen. So I just wanted to get there and lead a couple of laps, get some points. Unfortunately, Robert wasn't able to be with us tonight, and so I just wanted to kind of control my points lead that I have in the series, and hopefully can bring it home in the next 3 or 4 races here.
All right, brother. Well, congrats on your win, or on third place. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank my fiance, my son, for letting me do this. You, Rudy, for putting this on. You always do a good job for us. And CB and Gomez and Jeff and everybody at RTRL for throwing this thing on. And got to throw a big shout out to Jim. He was having some wheel issues for about the past month, and he got me straightened out today. So without that, I probably wouldn't have been up there tonight.
All right, brother. Well, congrats again on third. And I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll be back soon, I'm sure. But yeah, have a good one. Enjoy that third place finish and enjoy that points lead.
Thanks, Rudy. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Caleb Thompson, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Caleb, man, I'll tell you what, you were keeping the pressure on Jim Whaley all them long green flag runs. You tried something there at the end. I mean, you had to try something. You know, you couldn't just like ride behind him. And you tried the outside, you tried the inside. There was just nothing working. I seen you got into the back, or somebody got into the back of Whaley right there and got him loose. I guess it was you. But tell us about that last bet right there from the caution on.
Well, we started on the outside, and I didn't think that was very good for us, but we ended up getting around the 33 pretty quick and diving to the bottom, and I just had to run down Jeremy there. His car looked a little beat up, but I guess on the last caution he fixed it, so had to get around him. And I knew Jim was fast all night, but I thought I was just a tiny bit faster, but I could keep on catching up to him, but I just couldn't get around him. That bottom line was gold. So at the end there, I had to do something, so I gave him a little shot, but I drove it too hard on the outside and hit the wall. Unless I should have cleared him.
Well, that made a very interesting finish, I gotta say. I mean,
Oh yeah, we were real close.
yeah, you guys didn't change positions any, but man, I'll tell you what, it was an exciting finish, no doubt. Well, talk about the racing out there, them long green flag runs. How did the car feel on tires on them long green flag runs? Did it get tight?
I thought it was fine. You worked the brake bias a little bit. I did feel my rears getting hot a little bit there, so I had to back up my entry. But once that was cooled down, I could just get right back to the back of his bumper. But I didn't want to wreck anybody.
Well, I can't blame you there, man. I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a race. It actually turned out a whole lot better than I thought it was. I figured there was going to be a lot of cautions, and I think you guys had 5 or 6. Let's take a look here. 6 cautions, 11 lead changes. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Well, anybody you want to thank or give a shout out to, Caleb, before you go celebrate that second place finish?
I'd just like to thank the guys here for letting me come in. And, it's great racing with them. They always seem like they're pretty clean, so that's all you can ask for, really.
Yes, sir. Solid run for you tonight, Caleb. That was great, man. It was some great racing out there.
Thank you.
All right, that brings us up to our winner here, Jim Whaley. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Wow, what a dominating performance out there, Jim. You know, I kind of bragged you up a little bit. You're kind of a veteran. I'm not so much sure in these cars as you are on the short tracks, because I've seen you run a lot of short tracks. But talk about the run out there and how you managed to save tires enough to pull away from them guys or stay ahead of them.
It really wasn't so much about saving tires as just being consistent, hitting your marks. And toward the end, I was screwing up a lot, and I was missing my marks, and it was just I couldn't stay focused properly. But for those other runs, it just, if you hit your marks, you hit your marks. You don't have to be fast. You can just stay there, and it makes you look fast, so you start pulling away.
What would you think there at the end when Caleb got into the back of you? You knew he was going to try something. I mean, you're out there, you're the sitting duck. You're in the position that everybody wants that position. And, if he just rode, that wouldn't be much of a racer. You've got to expect him to do something, I don't think he actually meant to get into the back of you, but he had to try something. What did you think about all that?
Oh, I knew it. I mean, I expected it. That's his job, and I was prepped for it. It just I got a little lower than what I wanted to, so I had to drift all the way around the corner. Yeah. And if it wasn't for him getting in the wall, I would have had no shot. But it worked out perfectly. And then at the end, I come out of 4. I was not lifting.
Well, I don't blame you on that one, man. But I'll tell you what, you did a heck of a job coming out of that, pulling out of that, because it almost looked like the car was going to go on around. You were pretty much almost sideways and gone. So, that was a good save on your part.
Yeah, it was, like I said, I would prep for it, so I already kind of had it counter-steered when he got into me, so I could just drift out of it. I didn't expect it to go down as far into the apron as it did, and then it kept going and going, and I'm like, okay, wait, and then finally I just nailed the gas and took off.
Well, congrats on your win here tonight. This ought to set pretty good with you. Chalk another one up on the win here for Jim Whaley on short tracks. This is pretty good. What do you think of the bull ring tonight? How much have you raced here? Have you raced here a lot?
Actually, tonight was the first night here, but it felt just like any other short track does to me. It's just about your marks, consistency.
Well, we seen it didn't take you long to get to the front, only 41 laps, and you had the lead. So that's pretty awesome driving, coming from 11th to the lead in 41 laps.
There was a lot of clean driving out there too, so I'm not going to chalk that up to just me passing everybody. There was a lot of give and take up there, and on the restarts being on the bottom, there was a couple times on the outside, but on the inside was really the key, so you could make up a lot of spots quickly.
Well, you led 115 laps, a pretty dominating performance, I must say. But anybody you want to thank tonight, Jim, for this win?
I really want to thank Jeff and the boys at Roaring Thunder Racing League, my wife Christina, Trevor, if you're watching, that's my son. Love you, bud. And thanks for doing the job that you do, Rudy.
All right, Jim, we'll go celebrate that win, man. Well deserved. Congrats.
Thanks, man.
All right, Noah, you want to run down through the results?
Sure. Jim Whaley comes home the winner tonight at the Bull Ring. Caleb Thompson finishes second. Jeremy Horn finishes third. Josh Jones comes home fourth. Gomez, Mark Koshik, comes in fifth. Charles Smith brings it home sixth. Josh Medlock in seventh. Josh Tellez, our Josue Tellez, finishes eighth. Art Peck finishes ninth. Jeff Dotson finishes 10th. I personally finish 11th. Aaron Cummings finishes 12th, and Kevin Cornelius rounds out the field in 13th.
Very good. Thank you. Well, congratulations again to Jim Whaley here for the Roaring Thunder Racing League, folks. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We appreciate that very much. But until next time, you stay safe and have a good night, please.